Schedule a consultation today.
Welcome back. If you're considering cosmetic surgery, and it's always in the back of my mind, Sarasota Surgical Arts uses the latest technology, and Dr. Albrico Sessa has been awarded the Patient's Choice Award 4 years in a row. That says an awful lot when the patients are voting for you.
Yeah, it's quite an honor. Thanks.
Well, we're so glad to have you back here. I want to hear everything you've got to say. What's your philosophy with facelifts now?
Well, you know, my job is to really just take someone's face and give them back what they used to have. So I don't want to change things. No one wants, I can't even tell you how many times I hear the saying, I don't want to look different. Right? That's everyone's fear.
Just want to look young.
Exactly. So my job is to just use what you have and augment it in certain ways, change things a little bit, but give you back what you used to have.
Now, you do full rejuvenation. What does that mean?
Total facial rejuvenation.
That's right.
Can you explain that? We didn't really know the definition.
So if you think of a house, right? You have the foundation, then you have the structure, and then you have the roof. So think of the face that way. There's the foundation, which is sort of the bony and the musculature of the face. Then you have on top of that the skin, which is, so it's sort of a combination of everything. So when I do surgery, I'm not only looking at tightening muscles, getting rid of, you know, doing some nipping things, tightening things, changing the structure of things, but also, you know, I think one of the things that's missed a lot is rejuvenating the skin itself. Most people that are, you know, I mean, I'm 44 years old, right?
And you have no pores. I have been looking at your face, trying to figure out where are your pores. How do you keep your skin like so nice? I'm just saying it's the truth. You have no pores. It's just amazing.
Well,
I'm impressed.
You know, a really good plastic surgeon.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Well, you do a smart lift. What is a smart lift?
So it gets back to my philosophy. My philosophy is really all about doing as little as possible to give you the best result. So the smart lift is all about that. So when I was doing my training, all I did was cosmetic surgery during my training, during my fellowship. So during that time, I was able to sort of mold and think about ways that I wanted to do things better. And I learned that I don't need to do this big old surgery to get, to give people the result, because bigger surgeries, more downtime, longer surgery, more swelling, all the things that make people unhappy. So
well, you have some photos of some of the before and afters. Can we take a look? Oh,
sure.
That's amazing.
Oh, my.
So what I did for her was, you know, we did her eyelids, the smart lift, which you could see the great difference in her neck and her jawline.
Yes.
A little bit of a filler in her lips, and then laser resurfacing. I use a very specific laser to resurface the skin, and you could see the difference.
That's how you got those pores, huh?
Amazing.
That youthful sheen.
Wow. So same thing here. I did the smart lift for her, which of course addresses the face as well as the neck, and then laser resurfacing. So that surgery together combination takes about an hour and 45 minutes to do. It's totally, it's as permanent as anything that you can get.
She looks 20 years younger.
Yeah. So she had the smart lift, she had fat grafting, structural fat grafting to her face and her cheeks, and then also laser resurfacing. So all of those things, so we're building the foundation. So the musculature, the skin, changing the structure of the face, and then putting the ribbon on the package, so to speak, with the laser.
Wow, she looks awesome.
And you don't just do face, you also do tummies?
Yes.
I do, yeah. I'm full body cosmetic surgeon as well as
exactly what I need. Full body.
Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? Yeah.
Show us the tummy now. I think we have some pictures.
Well, or what do you recommend when men and women come to you with that situation?
So, number one, I make sure that they understand that there's something that I can help them, which is most important. Most people just want to hear that they can be helped. So I do something very, very different, which is a little bit different than a traditional tummy tuck.
I don't see any scars.
Well, it's down below. You can't really see it because I try to keep it as low as possible down in her panty line.
What a difference.
So You know, this is a lipoabdominoplasty. So what I do, which is different than a traditional tummy tuck, is I liposuction and thin all of the fatty tissues as much as possible. And then there's just a loose skin. And then the loose skin just gets trimmed away a little bit, and that's it.
Wow.
That is
rather than
unbelievable.
So in a traditional tummy tuck, you really don't do much liposuction in the middle. So if you have a full tummy, you're going to have a full tummy afterwards. So this procedure is really great. It cuts down the procedural time as well as the risk of complications, which goes way down with that type of surgery.
What a difference it makes in appearance. How old do you have to be before you have, I should ask how old you can be, but how old do you have to be? Because more and more young girls are doing it now.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner, 18 years old,
Yeah.
and she's had so much plastic surgery.
Yeah.
She looks totally different. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, unfortunately, you know, I don't really like what I'm seeing, but the thing that really sort of is unfortunate is her lips are a little bit too big for her face.
Yeah.
Now, she's sort of overdone a little bit, but obviously that's what she wanted. It's all personal preference, right? When you look in the mirror, my job is to give you what you want. So somewhere along the lines, things have sort of changed, and she has this ideal of beauty that is not really consistent with her facial features. So her cheeks look great, but she doesn't look like an 18-year-old.
No, that's what I was thinking.
She looks like she could be 28, 29 years old, 30 maybe.
And I was thinking that because I think her face probably would have developed that slender, thin,
Yeah.
that look if she just let herself age.
That's right. That normally happens as you get older. You lose that sort of facial fullness, which everyone wants. Unfortunately, who knows if it was done surgically or not, but
Wait till you need it before you have it, right? Thank you so
right.
much.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you
Thank you.
afterwards.
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sessa.
Thanks for having me.
Surgicalarts.com, SarasotaSurgicalarts.com. You may have some questions too, and we'll be back with Halloween costumes for your dog.
Since 1928, Kerastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Kerastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourselves.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. The first day of a special session in Tallahassee, lawmakers reconvene to redraw state districts, but